Okay. Today I'm gonna be redrawing this. I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on this piece. So when Among Us first came out, that's when me and Sir and Sober and like all of my gaming friends and stuff got real cool. Like we all met. Me and Sir already like were associated, but me and the rest of them like all met because everybody was streaming during that time. That was like during the pandemic, like the lockdown and stuff. The first year of the lockdown, everybody was streaming during that time. And so we was all like supporting each other's streams, watching each other, playing games with each other every day. And it was just a really great time. And also during that time I used to talk to Sir. And so this black character was his Among Us character, and then this pink one was me. And I had drew this little cute little illustration. So I'm just gonna redraw the actual what are these things called? Aliens? What are they? Among Us people? I don't know. But yeah, let me tell y'all about my old Taurus boo. First of all, my first encounter with him, like visually, which was on a Skype call, not visual, but like face to face. Like obviously, I had seen pictures. We met on Twitter. This was back in 2013 or 2013. Met on Twitter. I was chatting, flirting and stuff, got each other's number, and then we wanted to video call and see each other. So we're having our first video call on Skype, maybe a weekend or something like that, like a week after we started communicating. And I'm talking to him, I'm telling him a story about something, like we having a conversation about something, and I just noticed this man is like staring at me really fucking hard. Like he's just like and his shoulder is going like this, like ever so slightly. And I was just like, are you jacking off right now? I was fully dressed, not talking about nothing sexual. Like, we ain't nothing sexual or horny happened at all. I'm just telling him a story, just a regular story. Our first, I think it was our first verbal conversation. I don't think we talked on the phone before that. But yeah. And he just started like apologizing and stuff. But I was laughing because it was funny as hell. Because it's like, damn, I'm that fine to you. You over here jacking off to me right now? That's crazy. But yeah, he was. He admitted it. Was embarrassed. And I just like, I tried to make him feel better about it. I'm like, it's fine, because I thought it was funny. Honestly, I was really like flattered. I was shocked still, but I was flattered. Like, oh, okay, that's what I do to you. Anyway, so that was our first video call. And then let me get to the like red flags about him, or the weird stuff or whatever. Not weird, but just stuff that I didn't. Well, some of it was. But so he seemed to be like really fucking like impressionable. Like, you know how it's real easy to convince like children do stuff because they're impressionable. They don't really know any better. They see other people doing it and they think it's okay. They don't like consider consequences and stuff like that. That's how he was. And wait, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I tell y'all that, wait. Yeah, before I tell y'all that's because that happened after we stopped talking. Okay, so he lived in Indiana. I live in Chicago. But he was coming to Chicago, or not to Chicago, but closer to Chicago. He was coming to Gary. He lived in some other city. He was coming to Gary to visit his friend. And he was like, well, since I'm going to be so close to Chicago, maybe we could I could come see you. We can hang out. Because we hadn't met in person yet. And we met in person like, I think maybe like a month or so. Maybe, it wasn't long at all. I think we met like a month after we started communicating. So this is like a month in, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm just casually telling my mom about it. Like, yeah, the guy I'm talking to, he's about to come or whatever. And she was just like, oh, well, since he doesn't have anywhere to stay out here, why don't he just come to our place for the weekend? And I was very confused by this because my mama and every other woman in my family is like super old fashioned. Like, they don't even call my boyfriends, they call them my, and I'm not allowed. Even when I was 25 years old, I wasn't allowed to have my boyfriend in my room with the door wide open. So the fact that she was gonna let this guy that she didn't even know just stay the weekend at the house was very unusual. I don't know why to this day, I don't know why she was so down for that all of a sudden, but whatever, she was. And I wasn't about to object to it. I'm like, oh, my boo can spend the night? Okay, cool. So, told him the plans. Came to Chicago. We met up. Okay. So from the point that we met up at my grandma's house, and then we were gonna travel to my parents' house in the suburbs together. So from the moment we met up, he was just like super fucking cool. Like, I understand that was our first time meeting and everything. After a month of talking, I know I make you really horny, obviously. And all of that, but like we have like we're on a time crunch or whatever. Like we had to get on buses and trains and stuff at certain times to make it out there. And so he's stopping me like every 5 minutes along the way while we're traveling to sit down and like pull me onto his lap and kiss on me. And I started getting irritated because if y'all know me, y'all know I don't like PDA, only to a certain extent. And I definitely don't like it when guys are clingy with me when it comes to physical affection. Like if it's equal, like give and take, then yeah. But if I'm clearly like not in the mood to be doing all that and you keep trying to make me do it, I'm gonna get irritated real quick. So that's what he was doing. And so that, like, you know, already starting off bad. I see men as impressionable because they're dumb, in my opinion. I'm not objecting to that, goddess. Sorry, guys. Any men in the chat, no offense. You guys stories? Yeah, I got stories for days. Biscuit, the one that made me think of this story because he told me he was a Taurus and this guy was a Taurus. It's the one Taurus man I ever dated, to my knowledge. But wait, Biscuit, there's more. You think you offended now? So anyway, started off bad. He too clingy. So then we get to my parents' house. I don't remember even what we did the whole weekend we was out there. Like we didn't even go nowhere. So I really don't remember how we even passed the fucking time. But my mom was super thirsty. She was like cooking him breakfast and stuff. That was weird. That whole situation. I don't know what was going on with her. Oh shit. I don't know what was going on with her that weekend. She was just extra fucking nice. She was just telling him how handsome he was. I'm like, okay, girl. Y'all think she wanted? She didn't even know what he looked like before she said he could come over, so couldn't have been that. But anyway, so so the clinginess continued, and then like just corniness. Okay, so y'all know, well, y'all don't know this, but I'm 5'1", 100 pounds. Okay, I'm tiny as fuck. That's why my name is Tiny Mamas. And here, let me turn the music down a little bit because now it's starting to overpower me. Like, chill the fuck out. I'm telling my story. Okay. So I'm tiny as fuck. This man, he had this really cute, yes, currently goddess I am. I was before I got pregnant too. My body is exactly the same. It went right back to how it was. I just got stretch marks on my lower belly now. That's the only difference. But yeah, so you're making me forget what I said. Ooh, she said, oh, she don't like that. Yes, I'm skinny. I be trying to tell y'all I'm not slim thick like y'all think I'm trying to get there though. I want to be 115. My body was perfect when I was 150. But what was I saying? Oh, he had this really cute crew neck sweater. And I asked him if I could wear it, and he was like, well, if I let you wear this, then you gotta let me wear your Bulls snapback. I had a Chicago Bulls snapback. And so I let him wear it, but then he also puts on my basketball short. And I'm sorry, the fact that he could fit my basketball shorts just really fucking turned me off. Like, you're a grown man. I think that was like the start of me like not liking skinny men anymore, because when I was in high school, I loved me some tall ass, lanky ass men. Like, I was in love with Wiz Khalifa, so just imagine the other kind of dude that I would attracted to it if I liked his tall, bony ass. What you say on Wild too, God? Which part? But yeah, so I don't know. Seeing him in my clothes really turned me off. Even more. I mean, it's not his fault, I guess, but I mean, then so I'm with we go out. How does that shit keep falling? We go outside. He was a small grown man. Yeah, he was a puny grown man. That's why I don't like puny men now. I'm sorry. That's offensive. Probably it. Alright, God. But anywho. So we go outside for a walk one day because it's nice outside. They lived in the suburbs, so they lived in one of them neighborhoods where people leave their garage doors open, and they don't lock their doors, and the houses almost look exactly the same, but they like slightly different. And it's kind of like a closed in area, not gated, but it's just like off, separated from the rest of. So we're walking outside, and my little sister, so I was 20 years old. So my sister was like 12. And she's walking in front of us, and suddenly the guy, he asks my little sister, he takes my phone from me and gives it to her and was like, take pictures of us walking, because we were matching. I had on gray sweatpants. He wanted her to take pictures of us walking and holding hands. It was so fucking you have to realize we're not even in a relationship. We still just getting to know. And also it was just cringy. I was so embarrassed. Right. He was trying to get her to take pictures and make it look like it was off guard, like she just taking pictures of us and we just happened to be matching this. It was so I don't know, maybe other girls like shit like that. I did not. I like taking pictures with my man. It's not that. It's just, the whole concept of setting it up, calling the paparazzi on us. Oh yeah, that happened. Soon as she gave me my phone back, I deleted the pictures. They've never been seen since then. Fuck that. I wasn't gonna let him have them. He was gonna post them all over fucking Twitter. Oh yeah, that was that. And then so his last night there, my mama was still old fashioned, so we would sleep in a separate room, which I wanted to do. I think, and that, yeah, I was celibate at this time too. So I wasn't fucking anyway. And so he's in his room, I'm in my sister's room in one of her twin beds. Late at night, he started texting me like, damn, you so close yet so far away. And I'm like, yeah, he's sad about it, and I'm just like, yeah, how it's gotta be. At this point, I had already decided, yeah, I don't like him the way I thought I did, and I'm gonna end this, but I just couldn't do it then because he was at my fucking family's house and he was spending the night, But I had already decided that we weren't going no further than that. So yeah. Next day, we leave. We got to take the bus and the train back to my grandma's house in the city where I live. And we had to wait for his friend to come and pick him up from my grandma's house. So while we're waiting, Where he keeps like trying to, get nasty with me on the couch, like not like have sex, but just like trying to. He wanted me to straddle him on the couch and like make out and stuff. I'm like, bro, my grandma gonna be here any minute now from the grocery store. I'm not trying to be in this position when she walked through that door. And he's just like pressing the issue. And then so I'm straddling him, we're talking. He looking at my eyes like this, biting his lip. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, I love you. And I was just like, I swear to God, in that moment, I wanted to jump out the window. Like, I was just like, what can I do? What can I do? Can I jump out the window? Reactions like yours is why I don't say corny shit or corny, cute shit unless she starts it. But I would never say that to you guys. Like, look, corniness, something can be corny. Like, somebody could do something that's corny. And it really all depends on the person and how you feel about them and how serious they actually are. Like, some people are just corny to be funny. And some people are just actually corny and they don't even realize how cringe they are. And plus, like, obviously, if a man that I was really fucking with like that wanted me to straddle him, then I would straddle him. He wanted to make out and we can make out. But like I had said, I already decided at this point that I was not interested in him anymore. And I didn't like him. I clearly didn't like him as much as he liked me. Very clearly. So the fact that he did all that was just like, yeah. So thank God his ride didn't come. My grandma came home. So he finally stopped trying to like get me to be all on his lap and trying to be all caked up and stuff. I was like, oh, thank God, saved by the fucking bill. Because I had, not today in 2023, but back then I had a really hard time like kind of expressing to men when I really did not want, like I expressed it, but I guess I wasn't firm enough with it. Expressing that I wasn't into something because I was terrified of hurting their feelings. Now I'm a different woman. I don't give a fuck about hurting their feelings. But back then I did. So it was like hard to like just be like, okay, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this with you. I'm sorry. But yeah, plus it would have been so awkward after that because he still had to wait at my house. Anyway, his ride finally came. And then like literally later that day, I text him and was like straight up with him like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I think you like me a lot more than I like you, and I thought I liked you more, and I just realized this weekend that I did not, and I ended it. So his feelings were hurt or whatever, but we were still friends after that. This is our progress, guys. So,